Okay, in this assignment, Hermsen teaches you how to find the distance between 2 points on a coordinate plane, okay? This is the formula you're going to be using. I would personally rip this off so I had it, okay? You will need it, you'll want it when you're working on the assignment. Okay, don't draw this graph. I'm just going to illustrate what you're trying to do. So 5, 1, that's over 5 up 1. I'm going to put 5, comma 1, and then 0, 3 is a y-intercept. Now to find the distance, that means you just need to measure a straight line from here to here. Okay, now you could take a ruler and measure it. That's one possibility, but it's going to be kind of hard when you don't have the actual graph paper. This formula finds a distance between any 2 points right here when you're dealing with coordinate algebra. So you're going to go d equals. You're going to make a parentheses. You're going to put a parentheses plus a parentheses. And you're going to take both those to the second power. And you're going to start off with minuses. Okay. So the x's come first. Okay. So you can go 5. It doesn't matter the order you put them either. If you want to go 5 minus 0, great. But if you go 5, and then you're going to go 1 minus 3. Okay. Now we know 5 minus 0 is 5. We also know 1 minus 3 is negative 2. Now you need to raise both of them to the second power. So that means 5 times itself, that's 25. Plus negative 2 times, this is what I don't want to see. It drives me nuts. That is wrong, okay? You just take negative 2 times another negative 2. See, it's positive 4. A negative times a negative is a positive. And that is 29. Now, look up on the board and see if 29 divides by any of those things, because I do want it simplified like that. Okay? 25, no. 16, no. 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 So circle it. Okay? So distance is the square root of 29. Okay, next one. It's kind of a cookie cutter process, okay? I don't know, maybe there's some hooks, but you got to remember the second power, parentheses second plus parentheses second, then inside you have subtractions. It's right up there, okay? You just got to put numbers in for x and y. So x, let's go negative 2, 6, or negative 6 with 2, and then 7 and 9. Negative 6 minus 2. Think of a number. If you're at negative 6 and go 2 to the left, you're at negative 8. Okay. 7 minus 9 is negative 2. Now, raise both of those to the second power. And again, don't do this with a negative. Okay, that drives me nuts because it's negative 8 times negative 8. That's 64. Anything to the second power is positive. And that's going to be 4. So we have the square root of 68. Now you got to simplify your square root if you can. 68 divided by 64, nope. 68 divided by 49, nope. 68 divided by 36, nope. By 25, nope. By 16, nope. By 9, nope. Yeah, there are 4 and 17. So 4, 17, so that would be 2 square root 17. Okay, next up, d equals, d stands for distance. Parentheses second plus parentheses second minus minus. So we put the x's first. By the way, it doesn't even really matter what goes first, x or y. We'll do the x's first just to keep it consistent. So 6 minus 4. Negative 3 minus negative 7. Now, when you have a minus and then a negative, that's really plus plus. Okay? 6 minus 4 is 2. Negative 3 plus 7 is 4. 2 to the second is 4. 4 to the second is not 8, it's 16. So d is equal to the square root of 20. Now, see if 20 divides by anything up there. Okay? I think it divides by 4, okay? So it's square root of 4, square root of 5, so that's 2 square root 5. Okay, moving along. Okay, so the y's, okay, we're going to go 5, 1. Or, no, sorry, I screwed that up. Negative 2 minus 2, okay, keep it consistent. Negative 2 minus 2. Then the y's 1, 5. Negative 2 minus 2 is negative 4. 1 minus 5 is negative 4. Negative 4 to the second, once again, stop just doing that, okay? Or don't do that either, okay? You just take negative 4 times itself. That's how to do the second power, because it's positive no matter what. And that also is going to be 16. Now that makes 32, but now you need to simplify the square root of 32. From the board it divides by 16, you get 2. So that would be 4, d equals 4 square root 2. And the label on this would be just units. Could be feet, centimeters, inches, whatever. Could be units. Parentheses to the second plus parentheses to the second. Okay, now x, y, x, y. So let's take our x's, 6 minus negative 4. That is a plus 4. So that's going to be end up being 6 plus 4. Negative 2, 7, that's negative 9. So now 6 plus 4 is 10. 10 times itself is 100. Negative 9 times itself is 81. Again, those are always positive. So we have the square root of 181. Okay, divide by 144, nope. Divide by 121, nope. Divide by 81, well 100 doesn't work. It has to end in 2 zeros to divide by 100, so we can always just skip that. And then I just keep moseying my way up the line. 25 isn't going to work. If it doesn't end in 5, that throws that out. Okay, getting down to the end. Done, circle it, okay. Next one. Okay, so the x is 7, negative 12, that's a plus plus. 5, negative 1, plus plus. 7 plus 12 is 19, 5 plus 1 is 6. So I take 19 times 19, 361, and then 6 times 6 is 36. 397, see if I can divide that by anything up there. 144, nope. 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 No, 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 no. Okay. Last one. Okay. Okay, so the x is negative 1 and 9. That's negative 10. Negative 3, negative 13. So that is actually negative 3 plus 13, which is also 10. Okay, negative 10 times itself is 100. It is positive. 10 times itself is also 100. So that's going to be the square root of 200. Then up on the board, that divides by 100. Because if you divide 200 by 100, you get 2. So the d equals 10 radical 2. Okay, now on the next part, the directions change. The problems look the same, but you got to read the directions. Find the midpoint of a line segment with the endpoints. Now you're not finding the distance, you're finding the midpoint. It's a coordinate point. A midpoint right away, you make an XY coordinate, okay? So let me show you what you're finding, okay? So 0, 1 is right here. 8, 3 would be about there. Now you're trying to figure out what point is this in the middle, okay? Between these. This is an easy process, okay? What you do is you simply add your x's. To find the x midpoint, you add the x's, then you divide the sum by 2. So 8 divided by 2 is 4. Halfway in between 0 and 8 is 4, okay? Halfway in between 1 and 3, I'm guessing it's 2, but let's use the algorithm to figure it out. So 1 plus 3, so that's 4 divided by 2, it's 3. There's your midpoint. Really easy to do a midpoint, okay? It's not hard. So it's a coordinate, that's how it's labeled, okay? See here, you're finding the units, okay, on the distance. Now you're finding the midpoint. So to find the x, 6 and 4, I'm guessing it would be 5, but let's double check. That's 10 divided by 2 is 5. -3, -7, I'm guessing on a number line halfway in between is -5, but let's double check. You're always adding them. -10 divided by 2, -5. Easy. Sometimes you get decimals too. If you take an odd number and divide it by 2, that's going to be a decimal. Okay, midpoint -5 to 1. Add those. Divide by 2. It's going to be -4 divided by 2. That's -2. Okay, then 0 plus 14 divided by 2. It's probably 7. Okay. Do these 3 on the back. Okay, so to find your x, you add the x's. 2 plus 5 divided by 2, that's going to be 7 divided by 2, which is 3.5. So sometimes you get 0.5s. Then 7 plus 3 divided by 2, that's 5. Easy, easy, okay? The midpoint is easy, okay? You might have even done that in middle school, I don't know. 2, you're always dividing by 2 to figure out halfway in between two numbers. That's always what you use. So we're going to take -15, -1, so that's -16 divided by 2 is -8. Okay, -8, -1, that's -9 divided by 2, that's -4.5. Again, you have an odd number. If it's odd, positive or negative, it's going to be a 0.5. You shouldn't need to be given a formula for this like you were on the last one. I mean, halfway in between two numbers is just adding them, dividing by 2. 30 divided by 2 is 15. -17, -7. -24 divided by 2, -12. Okay.